Let's talk about a disease that is one of the biggest paradoxes in all of medicine. On one hand, it's pretty much a guaranteed death sentence, but on the other hand, it's completely 100% preventable. We're talking about rabies. And this right here says it all. Once you see symptoms, it's 99.9% fatal. I mean, that makes it one of the deadliest diseases on the planet. But, and this is the whole point, if you act fast, it is 100% preventable. Understanding that contrast is literally the key to survival. So how big of a problem are we actually talking about here? Well, globally, rabies kills about 59,000 people every single year. And that's just a staggering number for a disease we know exactly how to stop. Now, to put a human face on that number, think about this. That breaks down to one person dying from rabies every 9 minutes. And tragically, most of these victims are kids. This isn't just some abstract statistic. It's a nonstop, preventable tragedy. So how in the world can something be so deadly, but also something we have total control over? Well, to really get that, you've got to understand how the virus actually works inside the body. So let's break it down. First off, what even is rabies? It's a virus. Simple as that. When an infected animal bites you, that virus gets into your system and it starts this slow, sneaky attack on your central nervous system. It actually hijacks your own nerve pathways to make a beeline for the control center of your entire body, your brain. You know, a really good way to think about this whole process is as a race. It's a race against time. You've got the virus racing to your brain, and you are racing to get treatment before it gets there. This timeline right here shows you exactly why every second counts. It all starts with the bite, then the virus begins its long journey. Now, this incubation period can take days, weeks, sometimes even months, and that is our window of opportunity, because once it reaches the brain, it starts multiplying like crazy, and that's when symptoms show up. And once that happens, the finish line's been crossed. It's almost always too late. And hey, let's clear up a huge misconception right now. I know when people hear rabies, they usually think of dogs. And while dogs are a big part of the problem worldwide, they are far from the only carriers. In a lot of places, it's actually wild animals like bats, raccoons, and foxes that are the main source. And yeah, even your pet cat can carry and pass on the virus. Okay, so how do you know if an animal or a person might be infected? Spotting the warning signs is absolutely critical. It can be the difference between life and death. In animals, you're looking for just weird behavior. A raccoon that's usually shy and is suddenly acting aggressive. A bat that's out in broad daylight. Big red flags. In humans, it starts out looking a lot like the flu. Fever, headache, just feeling run down. But then, it turns into something truly terrifying. We're talking confusion, hallucinations, and hydrophobia. A literal fear of water. Because swallowing causes these agonizing spasms in the throat, it's the disease at its absolute cruelest. All right, that was the grim part. But now, we get to the most important part of this whole thing. The solution. And the great news is, it's clear, it's simple, and if you follow it, it works every single time. And I'm serious here, I really want you to listen closely. If you only take one single thing away from this explainer, please make it these next 4 steps. This is the information that could one day save your life or someone you love. Okay, 4 steps. You ready? Number 1. The second it happens, you wash that wound, whether it's a bite or a scratch, with soap and water. And I mean really wash it for a full 15 minutes. This can physically rinse out a lot of the virus right at the start. 2, go to a hospital immediately. Don't wait, don't wonder, just go. 3, report the animal to your local animal control or health department so they can check it out. And number 4, get what's called post-exposure prophylaxis, or PEP. It's basically a series of shots that teaches your immune system what the virus looks like so it can hunt it down and destroy it long before it ever gets near your brain. It's your lifeline. Let me be as clear as I can possibly be on this. That clock starts ticking the second you're exposed. You cannot afford to wait and see if you feel sick. The entire goal of the treatment is to stop symptoms from ever showing up, because once they do, the game is over. So everything we just talked about is what to do after you've been exposed. But what about making sure you never get exposed in the first place? Let's talk about building up your prevention shield. Luckily, this stuff is really straightforward. First and foremost, vaccinate your pets. It's the #1 most effective wall you can build between this virus and your family. Next, teach everyone in your house, especially kids, to never approach a wild animal, no matter how cute or friendly it seems. Don't ever handle a dead animal with your bare hands. And finally, if you're in a high-risk job, like you're a vet, or you work with wildlife, or you're traveling to a high-risk area, talk to your doctor about getting pre-exposure shots. So let's bring it all back to where we started. This is the core message. Rabies is absolutely terrifying, yes, but it is a killer that we have total power over. The final outcome isn't decided by the virus, it's decided by what we do. And that really just leaves us with one last, really important question. It's a personal one, and it's a call to action. Are your pets' vaccinations up to date? Do your kids know not to go near a strange animal? When you're fighting rabies, being prepared is everything. So, are your shields up?